What's going on, everybody? This is an episode from the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast. Do you like podcasts and you want to see the full podcast? Make sure you check out the No Gimmicks Needed Wrestling podcast on all your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, among many others. But you're listening to the episode right here on YouTube, so make sure you hit that like button and below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button to NC Studios and NC Level Up for all your gaming needs. This is the Nerd Coalition. Enjoy the show. So we got ourselves our first email question in over a year. And once again, if you guys want to email us and ask any kind of wrestling questions, you guys can email us at nerdcoalitionstudios@gmail.com. Once again, that's nerdcoalitionstudios@gmail.com. So make sure you guys check us out there, or hit us up on Twitter and also or Instagram at NC Place number 2B. We answer all kinds of questions. We answer there. So we have a question here, and this question was, so with all the new wrestling games that have been announced so far, which ones are you most excited for, and what do you think they're going to come? When do you think they will be released, and what do you think their features will be? So I was like, okay, me and Prime can answer that. So the games I know of so far, because I know there's the big ones are WWE 2K22. Then we have the AEW wrestling game. Then there's the Wrestling Code by Virtual Basement. Then there's a little small one called Action Arcade Wrestling that's about to come out next month, I believe. Retromania Wrestling already came out already for all the platforms. It's like a classic retro style game. So those are the games that I know. So Prime, why don't we just go in there, just talk like nerds of how we like wrestling games, because me and Prime used to get the 2K games and do the universe modes on the 2K games. Mm-hmm. So we are very much familiar with all these games, stuff like that. So just off the back real quick, Prime, which one of these wrestling games are you excited for?
I personally would say Virtual Basement, because it's probably the most intriguing.
I was gonna say that too, because first of all, the Virtual Basement has it's like the first ever indie wrestling game that's built on the Unreal Engine, and it's gonna be released for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X. There's no word if it's going to become for PS4 or Xbox One, or even the Nintendo Switch or the Steam Deck. I'm not necessarily sure if it's going to be doing that, but the main consoles, the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and right now, so far, we have over 90 independent wrestlers and former WWE stars that's going to be in this game. Right now, the Smackdown Hotel has a list of all the confirmed wrestlers. We're at 108. And just some of the names that's on here from the indies is amazing that I would like to see in the video game, like Alex Shelley, Amazing Red, Alpha Female. Why are the Bushwhackers in this game? I don't get it. Brian Cage, Caprice Coleman. I am a fan of Caprice Coleman. Cheeseburger, I am not. EC3, Eli Drake, Elijah Burke.
Eli Drake, they really let him be in there?
Oh, right now he's still on the list. Eli Drake is still on there. Eric Redbeard, Francine, Gang Grill, Grimm from Grimm's Toy Store. Toy Store. That's funny. The Headbangers.
They just announced Daphne like yesterday too.
Yes. Yeah.
They also just announced Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah, y'all gotta go. I reacted to the trailer. Go check out my reaction. It should be up for the rest of the code. Muhammad Hassan did a dope ass trailer and promo for that reveal. I thought that was dope. I really thought that was dope. Muhammad Hassan is back in there. Jeff Cobb, Jonathan Grisham from Ring of Honor, JTG, Ed Shad is in here. Just Incredible, Kenny King, Ken Shamrock, Killer Kelly, Colt Conga Khan, which was from Impact for a minute. Then they have Kurt Angle, Lance Storm, Leo Rush, Little Spike Dudley, Matt,
RVD.
yeah, RVD, Matt Morgan, Matt Seidel, O'Shea Edwards,
Sabu.
Yeah.
What he probably? I think he. I remember he was in it. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong.
Scott Steiner, Sandman, RVD, Raven. We have Thunder Rosa, Zach Gowen, Yoshihiro Tajiri, White Mike, Velvet Sky. So these are just.
You can do the beautiful people, or is it just Velvet?
I don't see Angelina Love in here yet. I really don't. So right now it's up to. They can put Crowbar in here. Okay. So those are not all the names. There's obviously more names that's going to be in here, but those are like just to show you what their market's going to be like. I'm not necessarily sure when this is supposed to come out, but they've been talking about this wrestling code for over a year now, and now we actually got footage and seeing stuff come out. I don't know if it's going to be a late this year type thing, because usually we don't get, if it's a quarter 3 or a quarter 4 type game, then we're not going to start getting any kind of big trailers or news until the fall. But that Muhammad Hassan trailer that they came up with, especially remember when you tweeted me and talked about any content creators that will talk about news when we start releasing it, that means that it could be on board to come out this year.
Yeah, or they could just like be trying to get their people so that they can send them that early footage and they can start, doing reviews on it and stuff. I think yesterday or day before they just said, "Hey, content creators, we didn't forget about you. When the game is close to coming out, we got something special for y'all." So they're thinking of something special.
Yeah, and right now it's like, okay, this will be a first time that you can have a game full of just like indie people. And I was like, that's dope, because I was like, I mean, I like Ring of Honor, but there's some people in the Ring of Honor I do like. Same thing with Impact Wrestling, and it's like, obviously the main money is gonna go to the main games and stuff like that. So I am interested in Wrestling Code, and believe I'm into this AEW game because it looks like it's gonna play like Smackdown. Here Comes the Pain.
I think they got a No Mercy engine, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the No Mercy engine with Yorks is almost the same as Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah.
So that right there will be dope. Also, my biggest concern about the AEW game is, where are they going to be able to include all these newer people that's coming in? Like where does like the roster deadline stop? Because I would like to see Sting in there. I would like to see Miro. I would like to see.
I'm telling you, they got time. I'm telling you.
Look, you're right, but I don't think it's coming out this year. But I'm like, I do think the way wrestling games work and other stuff like that, I do think that they will probably try to come out in 2022. Because
I think I'm gonna say 23, because that was the date that they had like initially before they even when they started planning this whole thing out. But we'll see when stuff comes out, because they got they still got to do the call mode, the creative wrestler modes. They still have to add people in. They got to do the Titantrons and all these other creation type modes, other arenas, other logos, the crowd and how they move and stuff, the motioning and how people move and the entrances and the extra entrances and all that kind of stuff. You got a lot of stuff to add to make sure that it's right.
But when you have a team, those people can get stuff done really quickly. And we, like I said, if we was talking like this last year, I got you when Cody and all them came out, and obviously the pandemic pushed stuff back. But if they got that footage of Darby Allin wrestling, and it looks like Here Comes the Pain when he's wrestling, and they have like a still model of him, all that stuff is being worked on, and it could be close to done.
I don't think so.
You really don't think so?
No, because the first footage we got was with fans in front of an arena, and then the game don't even look like that no more.
You're right.
It was Jericho, Omega, and Sheeta footage. The game does not look like that at all anymore, because they changed the way that the characters are.
Yeah, and that's the good thing. We seen that footage last year.
I mean, that was just, you saying last year like it was so long. I swear I don't think it was that long.
Last year, it was around August of last year. And
Maybe.
we about to be in August of this year, so that's a year.
It could have been August.
So it's like, so after a year, it's
wait, no. That was November. Sorry.
Okay, so November, so roughly about 9 months. You know, so, but that things I'm excited for now. I know people want to know about 2K22. Now, here's my issue with 2K22, because I'm not the problems with 2K22. I'm not blaming 2K all the time. I have to blame Vince, because 2K be having plans for this game. And Vince, if he don't like the plans or he don't want certain things going back on it because of sponsors or what he doesn't want to show on his TV on his brand, he's going to pull him out the game. There have been reports of him doing this before. Now, obviously, they're saying that the 2K22 is going to hit different, but obviously, I'm worried about 2K22. One, we haven't heard nothing yet, basically. Usually by this time in July, we know who's on the cover and what system is going to be on and when the release date. And by August, we're getting a roster reveal. Then September is when we get, obviously, all the footage and things that it can do. Then October, beginning of October, you pick up the game. Now, they have put out that saying that this game was probably going to try to be released in September. And I was like, damn, September? Y'all going to be pushing it because we have no information. We don't know who the cover is going to be, the DLC, or who, if there's going to be a special, pack with it. Don't know how the game plays. And now, especially since everybody got released, the roster is taking a hit.
I think they're gonna do like a big reveal because they are the sponsors of SummerSlam. So
yeah, now usually when 2K is the sponsor of a pay-per-view, the game comes out usually the next month. That's what I'm worried about. Because see, when it was last year, 2K20 was Hell in a Cell was promoting 2K20, and that was after the game came out. And then the year before that, 2K19. It was whatever one. No, I'm sorry. Last year was Battlegrounds, and Battlegrounds came out in September, and then 2K20 came out, and Hell in the Cell was promoting that, and then the year before that was a Clash of Champions that was promoting 2K19, and that came out the next month. So it's a possibility it could come out, but they said there's supposed to be some news at SummerSlam about 2K22, but I'm like, but damn, huh?
Now I can see them probably trying to give us like a somewhat roster reveal or something. Because why would they start sponsoring it months early? Not just like 1 month, but months, like with the NES early.
Yeah, but even by at this time over previous years, we would get a cover reveal. We didn't even get that because. I'm fine with waiting. I'm fine with waiting for a cover reveal if we get more information when we get the information. If we get information and it's a big load of information, such as, hey, we're gonna give you the cover reveal, what the DLC is going to be, and we're gonna let you know what the roster is going to be. Then I'm cool with that. But see, right now, everybody's wondering if they gotta rearrange do some things because. They released Strowman. They released. It got Dale Bryan's gone. Sting is gone. A lot of other people are going. Icons are gone, and these are a lot of people that could. Velveteen Dream is gone. These are a lot of people that could have been part of the My Career story, or whatever the case may be. It's like if you got to take these people out, you got to take them out. Or it could be a case like 2K Battlegrounds where it's just too late, and they got to still be part of the game, such as the Good Brothers. They were in 2K Battlegrounds. It was like, yo, it's too late to take them out. So it could be a thing. But if Vince wants to be a little baby, if Vince want to be a little baby and have his way and say there's no Dan Bryan because he still got to pay Dan Bryan for them kind of royalties, then yeah, he gonna want to be pissed and he ain't gonna want to pay that man. But I would say right now the one I'm most excited for, because I think it may come out later on this year. Or early next year is the Wrestling Code. But I'll be lying if I said I'm not kind of excited to see what different things 2K22 is going to bring.
Yeah. I will wait for that one. I will not hold my breath.
Fair enough. I can see. It's just like I want them to be like NBA, where NBA we already know the 3 covers that's coming out and stuff like that. I'm just curious to see what the classic teams are going to be, but it's kind of hard. We are in July. We'll be in August in a couple of weeks, so obviously, But yeah, to answer your question, I'm mostly excited for the wrestling code. It looks like it's going to be a decent game. I hope it plays well. I hope we can just have like unlimited style, indie style.
What do you think the arenas would be?
So I think the arenas will.
What do you think the arenas would be?
I think the arenas would be like Evolve or House of Hardcore or Shimmer or Grimm's, the GTS arena, Grimm's Toy Store arena, or the FCW arena. I think it's going to be all those kind of indie arenas, and then of course you have your generic high school gym, parking lot, or kind of or Madison Square Garden or something like that, and then maybe there could be some kind of things like that. Like somebody else could probably get their own kind of arena, but I think those are kind of the arenas we're going to get, and I think we're going to get all the kind of indie style matches. That's what I'm excited about, such as like the death match or inferno matches or stuff like that, where that side of wrestling does not take itself as seriously or don't have to worry about too many sponsors, so you're able to do whatever the fuck you want to do. I think.
All right. Okay.
I think that's why I think I'm mostly excited about. 'Cause I think they're going to treat it like it's going to, as long as it has good gameplay, but you can do any kind of stuff that, like with the Muhammad Hassan trailer and him like spitting fire. I was just like, yo, I really think this thing is going to be crazy. And him giving Scott.
Yeah, they might have like an exile match or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. I just want it to be fun and up to date. When I play it, and just have all that kind of stuff. But this game also is a game where they're gonna have like DLC. It's like they're not gonna come out with a new game, just gonna keep adding people. Now that's a good thing. I think you should keep adding wrestlers, arenas, matches. Like keep updating the game. I think that will help it out a lot more. Because you can give it that kind of like sports feel. Like if somebody gets a new hairstyle, like Anthony Davis keeps changing his shit, it keeps updating in 2K. So I like that. Or you can update and just give me a past version of that character also. Whatever the case may be, I think.
Okay, for some people, do you think they go current or older? When I say that, I mean like, for example, RVD. Do you think they go like 90s RVD, or do you think they go like 06 RVD? Stuff like that.
I think
like with the hair, bald Kurt Angle, like bald Kurt Angle or Kurt with the hair, stuff like that.
I think they'll probably do the same thing 2K does. They'll give you a current Kurt Angle, and then they'll give you a classic Kurt Angle. I think they do the same thing with RVD.
They do like No Mercy do it when you just flip to the side.
Yeah, I think it'll be another skin opposed to another character slot.
And it's flip it.
And I think in this game they'll probably have the different skins have different movesets, so you ain't gotta worry about wasting a character slot. Like they did in No Mercy. No Mercy, the other skin had other movesets also.